Hey guys, my name's Brianna Lopez. I'll be teaching 4th grade math today, and my lesson is over representing equations with strip diagrams that have one variable. Multi-step problems. So let's go ahead and get started today. So first off, we're going to go ahead and review some terms that should be pretty familiar with us. First, we're going to talk about whole numbers. Whole numbers is the set of all natural numbers, which are your counting numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to infinity, as high as you can go. But, unlike natural numbers, the whole set also includes 0. Okay, we need to keep that in mind. So, is the number 523 a whole number? Yes, good. It is a whole number. How about the number 12.672? No, it's not. Why isn't it? Because it has a decimal. If a number has a decimal, it's not whole. Now we're going to go over the 4 different methods that we're going to be using, or that you just use in general to do equations, which are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. We know in addition we're going to be adding, so we're going to hear words in our problems like, I have X number of photos and you have X number of photos. How many photos do we have together? So we would add your photos and my photos. The word and always means add. Then we're going to subtraction. With subtraction we have numbers where we take the difference of two numbers. We take the small one away from the big one. So if I had 28 cookies and I gave you 4, that means I lost 4 cookies, so I would subtract. With multiplication, we call those numbers factors. When we multiply 2 factors together, that's how we get our answer, or our product. We call the answer of a multiplication a product. These should all be familiar terms. We've done multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So with multiplication, we're talking about groups, like I have 5 bunches of bananas. Each bunch has 6 bananas. How many bananas are there? Well, we would take 6, since we have 6 bananas in each bunch, and we would multiply the 6 by 5 to give us our total number of 30 bananas. With division, we have to remember that the big number is called the dividend. So whatever number's on the inside of our box is the dividend. 56 in this case is the dividend. 8 is the divisor. That's the number that's being divided by. Now the answer to that is 7. We know that 8 goes into 56 7 times. So 7 is the quotient. And when we're doing division, we hear things like, I have 108 hats. I want to group those hats into 12 groups. I want 12 hats in each group. How many groups of hats will I have afterwards? Those are the things we hear when we're talking about division. Okay? Another word that we should be familiar with is an equation. An equation is basically just a mathematical statement. That's all it is. It has a number. Both sides should be equal to make that equation true. For example, we know that 9 plus 5 is 14. This is an equation. However, now we're going to throw in some variables, which is not a new concept. We've been doing it. Normally you see it like this, with the question mark. However, now we're going to move those question marks and we're going to make that a letter. Right? So, 9 plus A equals 14, and we want to find out what A is. Another way we could write this problem to make it subtraction, 14 minus 9 equals A. That's how we can make it subtraction. Okay? This is pretty common stuff that we've been seeing all along. Now we're going to talk about strip diagrams. A strip diagram is basically a strip or a line. You could do it like this and have your numbers, and you would have this part of the line is 1, and then this part of the line is another, and then this would be the total. Alright, so this could be any numbers, and this is always going to be the total. Or you could also do it in boxes. Okay, say you have 9 tulips and 11 roses. How many would be in this box? Well, you would add 9 and 11, which would be 20. It's not that hard. We can do this, guys. Alright, so now we're going to go over a few simpler problems to kind of get us into that mode of, oh, we're doing multiple steps here, okay? We're going to start with one-step problems. Okay, so let's say Lisa has 20 books. Okay, she's got 20 books. This is Lisa. And Martha, well, she's got 525 books. How many books does Lisa and Martha have together? So we want to find out the total. So this is B. Now let's make an equation for that. 20 plus 525 equals B. So all we do is add the numbers. So B equals 545 books. Alright, let's talk about how we would figure out this number. Okay, say we have 796 hair ties. You know, because we use hair ties all the time. As girls, at least. You boys don't have to worry about that. So, and we know that Amy has a portion, and we know that Lisa has 324 of those hair ties out of 796. So let's make an equation. We're going to use the letter H. H plus 324 equals 796. But if we're trying to solve for this, we're going to use subtraction this time. So let's say 796 minus 324 equals H. So what does H equal? 452. We just do the subtraction. So it's nothing too hard yet. Alright, so let's go back to that example that we used with multiplication, okay? So we have 5 bunches of bananas, and each bunch has 6 bananas. Alright? So we want to find the total number of bananas. So we would do 6 times 5, which equals 30. Alright, but say we have a bunch of apples. We got 48 apples here, okay? There's 48. We want to know if we divide the 48 into 8 groups, we have 8 groups of students. We want them to each have the same number of apples. How many apples would they get? So 48 divided by 8, because there's 8 boxes. So how many apples would each group get? 48 divided by 8 is 6. So A equals 6. See, this is pretty easy stuff, pretty self-explanatory. Alright, so now we're going to do some multi-step ones. Okay, so the concert hall sold tickets to their show. Okay, each ticket they sold $1,000 $1,025 worth of tickets. Wait, sorry, let me start over with that because I lost my that was my bad, guys. Okay, let's talk about Sam. Okay, Sam went to an art show. Okay, he charged $1,023 for his large pieces of art, so we're gonna label that L. Okay, so this is L. We don't know how many pieces he sold, but he charged for his big pieces. And we know he sold a total of 3 large pieces. Alright, so this is going to be times 3. And it says he sold his small pieces for $98, and he sold 36 of those. So we have 36 we have the small pieces are worth $98, and he sold 36 of those. So we know that this number, when we do the math, we get 3,069. And the problem wants to know how much money did he make selling small pieces than larger pieces, how much more. So we know we're going to be subtracting. We take 98 times 36, which is 30,528. So we want to know how much more money did he sell on the small ones than the large ones. So let's say we made 3,528 on the small and 3,069 on the big one. So our answer is $459 more. Alright, did you see how we did that? We knew that he made more on this one. And this is how much more. So I'm going to pass out a worksheet and I want y'all to work on it. And if y'all need help, go ahead and feel free to ask.